in the name of Jesus. Please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign a ticket.
I would appreciate it if you backed away from me. I would appreciate that. Just back away.
When cops who are supposed to protect and serve cross the line and do something wrong, it can completely wreck their careers. Today, we'll be going through the shocking cases where corrupt cops made huge mistakes that cost them everything. On August 8th, 2022, after Shady Valley Park in Northeast Atlanta had closed, Angel Gase, along with her male friend, was hanging around there. Officer Brooks began giving the two citation. After looking over the paperwork, Gase's friend asked if he would be facing any charges.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Hello.
All right. Well, I see the Ohio tab. I'm not sure if y'all from here or not, but you can't be inside the park in the city of Atlanta between the hours 11 p.m. 6 a.m.
Okay.
You got your IDs on you? You have your IDs on you?
Yes.
I'm gonna need them. You have your ID now? All right, just stand by. I'll be right back with you. All right, sir, like I explained to you, you can't be in the park at night. You're just going to receive a simple ticket stating that you was in the park after hours. All right, I need you to sign right on there.
What am I signing over? Is it a charge or anything, or
It's just a ticket.
When the guy inquired as to whether he had to sign the citation, the officer warned him that refusing to do so would result in arrest. The guy then signed the citation. Officer Brooks then called Guis and informed her about his made-up law too.
And I have to sign it?
You can not sign it and go to jail. It's this one here. This one here. Yes, sir. All right, that's your license.
When the officer asked Guis to sign the document, Guis requested for his whole name and badge number from the officer. While he provided his badge number, he refused to provide his first name. Even though she didn't refuse to sign the document, the officer did something that ruined his career.
Like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
That's fine. You want to put your hands behind your back for me?
She got.
Hey, listen, my man. She said she's not signing it.
No,
Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
Ma'am.
you're hurting me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
Put your hands behind your back. Stop me, man.
sir.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
Come on.
I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question.
asking for the-
Okay.
I'm just all I'm doing is
Put your
asking
hands
a
behind your
question.
back.
Officer Brooks handcuffed Guis promptly. Duchier had done nothing wrong, and the officer's needless reaction showed that he just wanted to assert his power over the couple.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
Put your hands
I'm
behind your back.
asking you a question.
Okay? I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks,
Hold on.
Hey, listen, my
She
man.
needs to
Back
put.
up.
She needs to put her. Let her
Can I-
put her phone. Let her
Okay, you
put
can
her
put your phone down.
okay,
Let her
Mr.
put, she's not
Brooks.
giving her a chance to-
Oh
Come
my
on, sir.
God.
Hold on.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not saying that I'm refusing to sign the ticket. I'm going to
No.
sign the ticket.
You don't have an option now.
Because but I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
No, I'm not here to play games with you.
I know, but I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going
not-
to sign
Put
the
your hands
ticket.
behind your
Sir,
back.
you don't have to. You don't have
You're
to.
resisting.
You do not have
I'm
to.
asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back?
Because you're under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest? Why am
Sir, she's
I
about
under
to sign
arrest?
the ticket.
I'm going to sign the
She's
ticket.
about to sign the ticket.
I'm
That's all
going
you
to sign
wanted
the
to do
ticket,
is sign
Mr.
the
Brooks.
ticket. That's all it is.
I'm going to sign the ticket.
That's all she signed the ticket. You told me you're not signing
I'm going to sign the
about to
ticket
sign the
now.
ticket
Mr.
now.
Brooks, I'm going
You
to
don't
sign
have
the
that
ticket.
option now.
Why don't I have the option,
I
Mr.
gave you
Brooks?
2 options.
She was just asking for your
Mr.
badge
Brooks,
number
I'm
at
asking
first.
for your badge number, and I wasn't clear on why you weren't giving me your badge
Sir, you
number.
don't have. Sir, you do not have to hold her like that.
Oh my God!
Sir, you do not have to drag her like
Mr.
that.
Brooks, I'm telling you that I'm going.
Sir.
I'm going to sign
Sir,
the
you
ticket.
do not have to
behind
grab
your
her
back.
like that.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God! I'm so scared. My God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket.
The officer quickly escalated the situation as he grabbed Guise aggressively and pinned her to the ground. Officer Brooks refused to release his hold on her, even though he kept asking the reason she was being detained.
Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Turn around and put your hands behind your
Tell me
back.
why I'm being arrested. I have the right. I have the right to know.
Sir, do not take.
Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your
Do
back.
not take
Stop
her.
resisting.
Do not
Stop
take her.
resisting.
What are you tasing her for?
I didn't tase you.
Why are you pulling it out?
Put your hands behind your back.
Compliant.
Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, sir. This is unnecessary. What are you doing? This is over this whole
Oh
park.
my God. Why am I being
Just put
arrested?
your down. Just put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. That's why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You have not given me a reason. So why am I getting? I'm not. You didn't have to told me my rights. You told me why I'm being arrested. That's exactly why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. God,
Sir, you have not read her Miranda rights and none of that.
oh my God!
Sir,
Yeah, give me your hands. I need you to back up, sir.
sir, I'm not backing up
You
until
got
you.
every right to record, but you need to back up.
Oh my God! I don't understand why I'm not being arrested. I don't understand. Please, sir, you have not told me why I'm being arrested. That's why I have not put my hands behind my back. You have not told me that. You have not read me my rights or anything. And you're steady doing this to me. I don't understand. Can you please just tell me why I'm being arrested? That's all I'm asking.
I just told you.
Why? Why am I
refused to sign the
I
ticket.
did not. I told you I was going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I told you I was going to sign the ticket. Can I please sign the ticket?
Put your hands behind your back.
The situation intensified further when the officer drew his tape, responding to Guise's screams and cries. Her distress only served to heighten the tension as she begged for an explanation from the officer.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back,
I'm
man.
telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Now, put your hands behind your back.
Why you? I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your
Look how
back.
you're handling me.
Sir,
Put
you
your
do not
hands
need to-
behind your back.
You do not need to handle her like that, sir.
Please, God, please.
This situation has gone out of hand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Okay, put your hands behind your
I
back.
told you I'm not putting my hands. You have not told me or read me my rights. You have not done any of that. You're not telling me why I'm going to jail.
Sir, this is unnecessary.
God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God, please. Mr. Brooks, tell me why I'm being arrested.
I had to get she drop. She's
You're
hurt right
hurting
now.
me.
She's
You
hurt
are
right now.
hurting
Hold on
me.
for a second, bro. Stop resisting.
I'm trying to tell you.
She's talking to you.
Ouch!
You
You
said
are,
you wanted to
Mr.
talk
Brooks,
to
you
her.
are hurting my arm.
Come on, man.
Oh my God! Is this real? Please, God, in the name of Jesus, please, God, why am I being arrested? Ah!
So y'all are hurting her. She resisted the bro, now move.
Oh my God! Ah!
Code 4063.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was unnecessary.
Oh my God!
You can record from over here.
Oh my God!
It's heartbreaking to watch the abusive behavior of the police officer towards Guiz. Despite the fact that she didn't refuse to sign the document, the officer proceeded to put her in handcuffs.
What's your name, sir? Officer Taylor. Officer Taylor.
Oh my God.
Y'all, come on.
All right, sit up.
Where y'all taking her?
Oh my God.
Back up. What do you mean back up? This is my friend. Y'all don't know her. Back how does it? She's hurting right now. She's crying. What do you mean take care of her? We was just here for a party. Now she's out on her wrist.
Oh my God. Ouch. Oh my God.
Go ahead and search her before I put it in.
All right, man. Man, stand up. Stand up. Turn around.
I was blind, so I said go too.
You got any weapons on you? Any knives, anything like that?
No.
You sure? Alright.
Oh my God.
Put your feet inside.
Oh my God. Can I have my phone?
Guiz was then placed in the rear of the police car by the cop. At this point, the officers still did not inform Guiz about the reason behind her detainment, as she surely did not refuse to sign the document.
You don't give me your hands when you don't turn her. When you don't put your hands
She
behind.
said she was going to sign the papers when you were trying to grab her hand.
Okay.
That's all you wanted was her to sign the paper. You asked me the same thing. You asked her the same thing. She wanted to have a conversation.
You're right.
Turn around. Here we go. That's as loose as it's gonna be, okay, man? You see that? That's as loose as we're gonna make them. You see this other arm? Yep, that's already loose enough, man.
This is hurting.
Okay, well, you see I'm able to go ahead and move it up and down, slide it up and down on your wrist?
I understand.
Civil rights lawyer Lee Merritt then represented Angel Dewey. According to Merritt, Guiz spent one night in jail, and it took her quite a while to heal from the emotional and mental trauma she experienced during the incident. Even after seeing the tyranny the cop bestowed upon Guiz, the Atlanta Police Department stands by their officer, claiming that she refused to sign the document while her lawyer says otherwise. However, the cases of corrupt cops don't just end here, as this one took things up a notch.
De-escalate. Get back in your truck and go have your lunch.
An auditor decided to take pictures of a correctional facility when officers from the facility started to gather around to ask him about what he was doing.
Who are you? And your name?
Jacob Rupp, RUPP.
I'm sorry? I can't hear you.
What are you doing?
I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility
Why?
for my own personal use. What are you doing?
There's a guy out here trying to film the jail.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I was going to go to lunch.
You were gonna go to lunch? Don't let me stop you.
You're not stopping me.
Yeah, you're not detained, or you're free to go to get your lunch. There's...
Oh, my body vegetation.
Okay. Enjoy your lunch. Still following me around, correctional officer. See, the correctional officer's jobs are to monitor the inmates, not free men and women walking around in public. We have some more correctional officers here. Hey, how are you? I'm doing well, sir. Beautiful day.
We got somebody out here walking around. You doing good, though?
Yeah, do you mind if I get your name?
Randolph.
Randolph, and your name, sir?
Posey.
Posey, and your name, sir? Thank you, Smith. My name's Sean. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here. Nothing nefarious going on. I spoke to this correctional officer here on his way to lunch. Told him not, you know, mean to interrupt your lunch, but he just taking some pictures and videos here. Nothing nefarious going on.
An officer showed up at the scene, and as soon as he came, he started badgering the auditor about taking the pictures. The officer implied that the auditor did not have his permission to take the pictures. Instead of maintaining peace, the officer decided to escalate the situation.
I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you. Your truck is very loud.
You don't have my permission to use my likeness in your film.
I don't have your permission to use your likeness.
Yeah, you're not using my image on your film.
Well, we're in public. You have security cameras
What's your
here.
name?
Well, my name is Sean.
Sean what?
Just Sean.
Sean, you gotta have a last name.
Just Sean, sir.
My attorney's gonna need it.
Your attorney's gonna need it. I'm sure he'll find me. It's just Sean, though.
Sean what?
Just Sean. Just Sean. Why would your attorney need it? Is your likeness... You're in public, aren't you?
Not on your camera, I'm not.
You are in public. This is a public place. We're in public. You have security cameras here filming me.
What I'm saying is I don't know what you're doing.
I would appreciate it if you backed away from me. I would appreciate that. Just back away.
But what I can say,
I would appreciate it if you backed away from me.
you're in public.
You're standing inches from me. Back away.
You're in public.
Back away, officer.
Despite the fact that the auditor was only taking photographs and not breaking any laws, the officer provoked the auditor, which increased tension. The officer's actions seemed to be intended to irritate the auditor.
Go enjoy your lunch. This is not what you want to do.
What's the name of your YouTube page?
You want to go to lunch. That's what you want to do. You don't want to do this. There's no reason for it. You thought you were going to intimidate me coming up on me like that. Didn't work, did it? Didn't back up an inch. Now please back up and de-escalate. Or go get your supervisor. Can you call a supervisor? Because this guy is trying to intimidate me.
We got Dave.
You intimidate those guys in there, you ain't going to intimidate me. You intimidate them because they're in handcuffs and they're in cells. I'm not in either one of those right now. So you're not intimidating me. Now back up, go to lunch, stop harassing me, stop trying to intimidate me. Tyrant. I'd like to speak to a supervisor, sir.
I'm the supervisor here right now,
You're a supervisor here right now? You're sergeant?
but I will talk to you if you turn that off. I don't want my likeness used either.
Right, I understand that you guys have a problem with likenesses being used. I get all that, Sarge. But you just saw one of your...
If you
Officers.
get it, then turn the thing off. All he asked you was your name, so he can make sure that your
And I said
his
my name was
likeness
Sean.
doesn't get used on any.
He can do whatever he likes. That's fine. He can do that.
All right.
But what he can't do is try and intimidate members of the public.
The auditor asked to speak with a supervisor who happened to be already on the scene. However, the supervisor proved to be just as unreasonable as the officer, with no consideration for the rights of the auditor.
We
And
will
you,
have-
as a supervisor,
we will
allowed
have
it to
We
happen.
will have a deputy here shortly. You can talk to him.
You allowed that as a supervisor to happen, for him to come up in my space and intimidate me. So you just allow your officers to intimidate members of the public? Sergeant, is that how you run this operation you have here? Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
You cannot video inside.
This is a public lobby.
Do not videotape
I'm here.
in this building.
I'm here to get a complaint form since you don't want to take my
Okay,
complaint.
complaint form is right down here at dispatch.
This is not a public lobby.
If you need a complaint form, go to dispatch.
Okay,
That's
but
where
this
you
is a
pick
public
that up
lobby,
at.
correct? I don't consent to using my likeness on your security camera footage. Just so you know. So this is just the visitor center, guys. We're not going to be intimidated by these tyrants. So we have a deputy here, just arriving on scene, Limestone County Sheriff's Deputy.
At the same time, a sergeant showed up at the scene. Luckily for the auditor, this sergeant was well versed in First Amendment rights. Unlike the previous officer, the sergeant had no issue with the auditor taking the pictures.
We're going to be getting that complaint form to file against that rogue tyrant officer who thinks he could just try and intimidate members of the public. There are public servants. Hey, sir, how are you?
How are you?
Good, good.
I'm a Sergeant Moore, the sheriff's office here.
Hey, Sergeant.
Concerned.
Right.
Something wrong, or?
Sergeant Moore, no, it was just, my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some B-roll footage of the facility here. I'm working on a story,
Okay.
the county facility here. And while I was doing that, some correctional officers approached me. One in particular, he got in my face, tried to intimidate me. And, you know, I just wanted to file a complaint against that correctional officer.
Okay, you'll have to say that with their supervisor. I'm a patrol sergeant.
Right.
It's going to be a...
Right, the supervisor just ignored me. He saw it happen. Like I said, he got like right in my face, like inches from my face.
Okay. Which supervisor did you speak to with corrections?
I believe it was Sergeant Smith.
Sergeant Smith?
Smith was one of their names. There was about 5 of them out here. So I just spoke. He went back inside.
Okay.
But you are a law enforcement officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. So as far as the recording goes, it's not an issue. You have a First Amendment right to freedom of the press, all that kind of stuff, as long as you are not recording anything going on within the facility or causing a disruption to the
right, no restricted
normal
areas
operations
or
of
anything
the
like that.
facility.
Right, no restricted areas, and I'm not interfering with anything. I'm just quietly gathering my content for my story. Like I said, it's just the intimidation tactics used here. I don't really appreciate them, and I'm not, as you just said, I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything illegal, so I don't see why that would happen.
However, the auditor was not ready to just walk away from the problem. He insisted on making a formal complaint and was determined to teach the officer about the law. In an attempt to do so, he approached the sheriff.
Talk with me,
Yes,
Sheriff.
yes, sir. I would love to speak to you.
So you got a complaint?
Yeah, so I was out here just taking some pictures and video. I was very cordial to everybody who came into contact with me, and an Officer Rupp said, "What are you doing?" I told him what I was doing. I was taking some pictures and video. I told him my name is Sean. I don't provide any other identifying information other than that, but Officer Rupp became very aggressive, got out of his vehicle. He was supposed to go to lunch. He says, "Hey, I'm going to lunch." I said, "All right, so go to lunch. Have a nice lunch, officer." He gets right into my face, literally an inch from my face, inches from my face, and just stands there and stares at me and tries to intimidate me, all because I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. I'm not here to harass anybody. I'm not here to try and do anything criminal in nature. I'm here to exercise my rights.
Yeah, can you show me the video of what happened?
Sure, I can show you the video, no problem. I can show it to
me
you.
real quick and I'll discuss it.
Okay, I'll show it to you. Hold on. That's basically everything that transpired, Sheriff.
Here's the deal, man. You're welcome to film and do everything. All right. I know what you're here for. You may get some reaction out of people. I'm gonna go talk to them and let them know that you can be here and you can do this. It's just part of it. But as long as you don't start harassing no one or sticking it up anybody's face, I don't care, man. You're welcome to be here. So.
Right.
But
What do you?
talk with you.
Right. So I'm not looking for anybody to harass me. I'm not
Then what are
looking
you
for
doing?
anybody to intimidate me.
But are you trying? You're trying to provoke a reaction out of people. So
Well,
that
you
can
just
share it on
watched.
YouTube.
You just watched the video.
Even after seeing the video, the sheriff remained as corrupt as the cop. Nothing the auditor said appeared to have any effect on the sheriff. Even though it was clear from the video that the cop was the one who addressed the auditor with aggression, the sheriff kept implying that the auditor had provoked the officer.
It's very concerning that you are the sheriff of this county and
can
you
say
don't.
what you want, but
You
my
could say
employees
he
simply-
didn't do anything illegal.
He did it.
He didn't do anything illegal. Well, I would consider it harassment, so I would consider it illegal. I would
Here's the
consider it
deal.
illegal. If
You
I
can
did
be
that to
here.
you, if I walked
Okay,
up to
listen to
you,
me.
so if it's not illegal, I can walk up to you and
Do you want to
get in
listen
your
to me or
face,
do you want
right?
to stand? Yeah, is it, you don't bother me, but you're not going to do it to other people.
Okay, but I didn't
like
do
I'm
it to.
telling-
He
listen
came up
me.
to me. You saw the video,
I will
Sheriff.
go and I will talk to him.
But you
And
saw
let
the
him
video.
know.
I was nowhere near him.
Listen to me, okay? Like I've said, you're free to be out here, film, record, take pictures, whatever you want to do.
Right.
If you get a provoked reaction out of what you're trying to look for, you can't go complaining. But he didn't do anything legal. I will address it with him. But other than that,
But what
like I
about
said,
what about
you can be here
recording?
as
Is
long as
what
you
about
start
recording is provoking anybody, Sheriff? Just recording in and of
So
itself
what
is
your
not
goal
provoking.
right here today?
My goal is to peacefully exercise my rights and to see how our public servants, including yourself,
To
Sheriff.
see if you can provoke
No, to see how they react to us
Like I said,
engaging
you
in
are
a
free to
constitutionally
be here,
protected
okay?
activity. It's
And I
scary
will
to me.
talk
You
to
took
my
an
employees
oath.
and let them
You are the
know.
sheriff of this county. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution.
I've told you what
You're
I
not
said.
going to have a civil conversation because one of your.
Civil, you're just
It
being
is.
argumentative.
I'm not being argumentative. You're
Have a good
saying
day.
that I'm here provoking people, but you're not taking accountability for your officers who tried to provoke me and intimidate me. Shameless behavior, Sheriff. And what I'm doing here is exactly this, exposing you to the world.
When the sheriff did not respond to the auditor's facts, he simply turned away and went inside the facility. The auditor did a great job of teaching the law enforcement officers a lesson on the law. He made sure that they realized how important it is to uphold their First Amendment rights. The next cop we have is just as unreasonable as this sheriff.
Do you think I'm playing games with you? All I want
You want, okay, you want to slap me handcuffs and damn it? All right.
A policeman came up to a man who was just riding his bicycle and started questioning him. When the individual refused to respond to the questions, the officer's tone abruptly changed.
Questions, huh? Oh, that scares me. That's real scary.
Okay.
So you're not gonna tell me what you're doing out here? You said 2 stolen cars in the last half hour. And you're just out in the middle of the night.
What's it got to do with me?
So that's what you're doing out here in the middle of the night. That's what I'm asking
Ask
you.
away.
I'm asking why you're out here.
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
No.
No? Why not?
What I just said.
Where do you live?
We're gonna invoke my Fifth Amendment right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not gonna answer any of your questions. I'm not gonna help with your investigation, whatever you got going on. Zero. So.
You're a real nice, real tough guy.
I'm not trying to be tough, man. I'm just invoking my rights. That's all. I have rights. I don't have to be questioned. I'm not gonna sit here and be questioned, man.
160.
Like, for what? For what?
Front of 20 Highland. I'll be all suspicious, man. Why do you gotta be a jerk?
I'm not being a jerk.
You are
I'm
being a
just
jerk.
sitting here with my bike. I was about to take my dog for a walk.
You were down there when I saw you.
Okay.
So you were there. Also, I saw you take off like hell. That's why I flew down here.
I'm just riding my bike around, man.
Another cop arrived at the scene and started asking questions to the man who was only out for a walk with his dog. Rather than taking a cool-headed approach to the matter, the officer started escalating the situation without any reason.
What's going on, man?
There's nothing going on, man. I'm just this.
You stop for a ride?
What the man? Like, I was about to take my dog for a walk on my bike, okay?
Well,
and you showed up and riot to me.
You are.
For what? For
You-
what? For what, man?
I just told you we had 2 stolen cars the last half hour.
I live in this neighborhood.
And I'm
I
just
live in
asking
this
you- I'm
neighborhood. I
just
pay
asking you a
taxes in this
question.
neighborhood.
You sit there and answer nothing. You started being a dick.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have to, man. I don't have to. I don't have to answer any of your questions. Nothing. Go in the house. Nope. Go in the house. I didn't do shit, man. Dude, really?
I just asked you a question and you're being a jerk.
You obviously I live here, okay? I'm just riding my bike out in front of my house and you fucking pull up and you're like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I didn't say that, okay? I did not say
Basically, yeah, you did. Go in the fucking house. I didn't do shit, and you know I didn't do shit, so go find some real criminals, man. I'm riding my bike in front of my house.
When the man declined to answer any of the officer's questions, one of the police officers took it upon himself to escalate the situation unlawfully. Instead of respecting the man's right to remain silent, the officer detained him for not answering.
I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't, man. I'm riding my bike. I'm riding my bike. I'm riding my bike.
I am sick here.
No.
Can you just be?
Can you tell me
adult?
his last name so we can be done? No, just don't do it. Don't do it.
This unlawful arrest only highlights the tyranny and incompetence of the law enforcement officers. If the officer had chosen a more respectful and measured approach, all this mess could have been easily avoided. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we uncovered the shocking reality of corrupt cops who, blinded by greed and power, ultimately destroyed the law and order. It's a tragic reminder that when those sworn to protect the law choose to break it, they not only harm others, but also affect the entire country. These individuals must face the consequences of their actions and reflect on the damage they've caused. If you share my views, please consider supporting this channel by liking this video and subscribing to stay updated on similar stories. Also, if you found this video compelling, check out the next one here.